Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Happy Friday. Okay, so today I am talking about episode 9, some Q&A. So, wanted to go over really quickly, kind of give you a high level Cliff Notes version of what that podcast was about. So, it was about organizing your emails and the folders that I use to organize those. So, 1A was extremely urgent, 1B was reply this week, 1C was of interest, 1D reply with a canned response or a template, whichever you prefer. Number 2 was archive. Number 3 was delete. Number 4 was unsubscribe and delete. And number 5 was a swipe file. So the importance of organizing your emails like this is to, in the future, have someone do it for you. I know that's kind of for a lot of people, it's kind of a control thing of, not letting anybody help you with your emails. And in that podcast, I talked about how I had a ton of emails. Like, I was that dope that if you looked at my phone, you would see like 54,000 emails because it's all the junk and the spam. I mean, you guys know how it is. If you are in your email inbox, even though you constantly like subscribe or unsubscribe and delete everything, it's just like, how do people get my email address? Like, there's things that I'm like, I did not sign up for this. What the heck? I never used that email address for, to purchase things online or something like that. So if you're like me, you have a ton of stuff that you get and you're like, how the heck did I even end up on this list? So I really like the unsubscribe and delete box because that really helps, though. That's a quick filter. But also one thing that I've done is first thing in the morning when I'm looking at my emails, I'm going through and I'm kind of scanning my email inbox. I'm just quickly unsubscribing from those ones that are just at the top. So if you get in that habit, it's a really nice thing to do just every couple minutes. Because here's what can happen is, like anything, it's a building habit. So once you do it every day, eventually, hopefully, you're not going to have any emails, that are junk or that you're like, how the heck did I end up on this list? Things like that. Same thing too. That's one thing that I mentioned was make sure that you are going through your spam or your junk mail, because there are things where somebody will be like, I sent you an email. Didn't you get it? Well, here's the thing, that you will sometimes, end up with stuff in the wrong spot. And so it's super important that you're going through that to make sure. Now, most of it's going to be garbage, right? But in the off chance that there is an email that snuck through and ended up in your spam, it's a good idea to check that too. So those 5 additional email folders, for lack of a better word, are in addition to the regular. Now, I'm using Gmail, so this is probably going to look different if you're using Outlook or a different email server, but just know it's probably something similar. So the regular ones that I have that were just predetermined was inbox, snoozed, sent, drafts, spam, and trash. So those are the typical ones, and then I added the extra 5. Now, one thing too that I've done, which this is like kind of like next level organization, so this might not be something for you, but just know that just do the 5. I mean, to start with, start small. But after that, then I categorize it by the sender. So like if I'm receiving a Humana email, I'm always going to put all my Humana emails, the ones that I need to save, of course, conversations, if they're ones that about clients that we're working on, obviously those are the ones I'm going to save. The rest of them just, go into trash. So if you're getting the same emails from the same people over and over again, and there are things that you want to save after they've gone into these email inboxes, they're folders, not inboxes, but when they've gone into these folders, then the person that's helping you with your email can then transfer them over to an insurance company. Geez, you can tell it's Friday and I haven't finished my coffee, right? I'm a little, so when you're putting all these emails into these 5 folders, then you can ask an assistant or someone else, or if it's you doing it at first, then you'll take those emails, you'll double check these folders during your weekly review, and then you'll move them into the archived section, which is the Humana folder, whatever company that you always get emails from that you want to save, something like that. So hopefully that was a high level overview. Like I said, if you want to find out more information, definitely check out the podcast. It's episode 9. It is available on any podcast app, as well as the video is available on my YouTube channel. So if that's something that you want to check out, I would love to have you over there. We are growing too. I told you guys last week about my Instagram challenge. And so we have gained a couple followers. So for those of you that have followed me, I really appreciate it. I just wrapped up a live over on Instagram too. We were talking about goals for the end of fourth quarter. And I just want you to know too, if you haven't tuned into that, definitely check it out. But there's still time. Everything that's happened in 2020, you still have time to accomplish something in this year. I know everybody is focused on, I can't wait for 2021 to be here. But just remember, stay strong in 2020. There's things that you can still accomplish, even if it's small things. You don't feel like you have to accomplish a massive goal in a month. Like, don't do that to yourself. That's not kind. So anyways, I will see you guys back on Monday. I'm going to talk about a couple things that I learned from this past week, and then I'll see you again the following Friday for episode 10 of the podcast for Q&A. So if you have questions, make sure you send those in so I can answer those here. Hope you have a great weekend. See you next time.